Okay. That's okay. I'm glad you and your person are good. But, okay. Can you relate to sister living? That's the walking away. So if you can place that mark, just let the chat know. I'm going to listen to them for a bit because I feel like there's a real race for something personal for you. It's almost like you can. There you go. When they're right, they're right. I never ignore them. That's why. I feel like there may have been like messages sent to and fro. You've almost had to play a game with this sister living. Hi V, welcome in. I'm just doing Mark's read. And I am picking up that there's drama. I want to say there's drama and it's had to be handled a certain way. And there you guys go. Level 2 hype train success. It's all thanks to you. All thanks to you. Okay. There's a walking away from the drama. I'm being indicated that the drama has almost tipped your relationship on its head. And thank you again, guys, and thank you, Mark, for being such a leader in the hype train. Never had one, and now I've got a level 2 hype train. Woohoo! But this lady's impressing upon me that you do need to walk away. I feel like there's a dragging down of energy. Oh, thank you, Kaylin. Thank you so much. But Mark, can you understand the dragging down of energy between you and your person? I feel that's the impact that sister has had. Oh, with your brother. Okay. That would fit. Sorry, I want to say, can you understand brother spending more to look good? Oh, Star Booty, welcome in and thank you for the sub. You missed my hype train. I got a level 2 hype train. Oh. And the spirit world are excited too. They're giving me goosebumps. The whole thing's giving me goosebumps. But Mark, I'm picking up that walking away was the best for them too. Oh, gambling addiction. But I get suited up. So whatever gambling it is, I feel casino rather than slot machines or online. If it's online, getting dressed up to play online gambling is a bit weird, but that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting the clothes aren't cheap. Clothes aren't cheap. Thank you for the hydrate. I've got my coffee here. Yay, coffee. Okay. If I can say the weekend you were picking up everything that this person had collapsed. It's like almost collecting evidence, collecting the emotions that were spilt, collecting like rebalancing within your own life because of the turmoil. But don't be surprised if there's another shake-up. You're wise enough now to stand back and let it happen. I feel real player energy, so the lies are coming thick and fast. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if one of those lies is that they've met someone. And yes, it is a lie. They may have met someone, but they're not head over heels. They're using it to boost their needs. Stop feeling selfish is the message this lady is giving me, because I feel like you're comfortable where you sit and you're feeling guilty because you are comfortable not helping this person out, but at the same time, helping them out is causing the collapse of other things. So, yeah, you've started seeing through the lies, and the lady's saying stop feeling guilty for your prosperity, because I believe that's how it's flown. I'm seeing in my mind's eye a capital D, as if this lady is trying to give me something that relates to this lady. I feel she walks with you all the time. And the capital D, that has to fit. Yeah, it's still being given. Okay, she's telling me, go on, Karen, say it. Dorothy. The capital D, Dorothy. And to me, whenever I get the name Dorothy, that's my grandmother's name. But it also brings up images of the Wizard of Oz for me. So red shoes can also... This is how my mind works. They give me something and then it could be placed anywhere, but you have felt her presence. She's still there. She's there today. Because I feel like today's the day you made a determined decision not to let the emotion of the other person interfere. Oh, okay. I feel someone in the family's got her name. Someone in the family's got her name. And I want to say you're close to that person. Pinkamena, welcome in. And it is good afternoon. The time flies in the afternoon when I spend half an hour trying to schedule meetings. Okay, stay close to that part of the family. I feel they know as well, and they're picking themselves up as well. It's the only reason I would have been given the name Dorothy. Because, boy, your grandmother can be bossy. She said to me, go ahead, Karen, say it. And I feel she was like that in person. She's also like that in spirit. She's saying to me, she may have been short, but no one would ever stand in her way. It's like she may have been short in stature, but she's like Arnie. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator thing. No one would ever stand in her way. Just know that she's walking beside you, and if you felt her presence, just say hello, because it is her. I'm glad you can relate, because these images... Oh, Lucia was her name, and we've got a Lucia in the chat. That is freaky. Lady Lucia is in the chat. There you go. But, oh, even though she came across as that figure that could be very pushing forward, she's also a lady that doesn't mind showing her emotions. And I feel she was a real lady. Her front door was open to anyone in need. And she would cry with people. And I feel when your tears were flowing, her tears were flowing too. I feel that's just the energy I'm getting from her. And there was always a kettle on the boil. Okay, can you understand grandmother always having a kettle on the boil? It was like there was always a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever anybody wanted, she would do it. If you like to believe she's your guardian, I would. She's walking beside you right now through this mess that's happening. And she's saying, don't fall for the lies. Because I believe she wouldn't judge anyone, but she'd call out a liar. She'd actually call out the person and say, nah, rethink that. She didn't take crap from anyone, but she supported everyone. And okay. I feel she may have had cataracts before she passed. One eye in particular was badly affected. I know it may take some time to think about that one, but you can pop back in and let the chat know, because she's really saying that she'll walk beside you for as long as she can. Okay? Do your investigations, Mark, just as you see fit. And thank you for instigating and succeeding in getting me a level 2 hype train. My very first hype train. Whoa! Can we do a woohoo? I've got to keep my energy up, so don't think I'm belittling your grandmother, because she is still here. And she's showing me a geranium. I don't know geraniums very well. I know flowers, but I don't know geranium. Oh, yes, I do. The 70s flower. Well, in Australia, that's the era they came out, but like rose geranium. Geranium. If you can do some investigating as to where rose fits in, and I feel it is a name, not the flower. But thank you, Mark. Mwah. Bless you, and know that she's beside you. And I feel there's a latch on one of the wardrobe or cupboard doors that's loose. The next time it pops open, say hello, because I don't believe it's just because the latch is loose. I believe it's her energy. But yeah, don't let that other person throw turmoil into your life. But she is watching over you. And stay close to that side of the family that's got the Dorothy name in. I feel there's news coming from that side of the family. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. Thank you. Level 2 hype train. All started because of you. Thank you for the hydrate, J Step. I've got my coffee. And I had to say my prayer before I went live, because getting people, like when you tell them you're busy, It's like, but you're home. It's like, no, I'm busy. And that went on for about 15 minutes of, but you're home. No, I'm busy. You're home. It's like sometimes I want to bang my head against a brick wall. But there you go. You guys blessed me so much for jumping on. Blake Piquera, you're up next. And I've reached my sub goal as well as getting a level 2 hype train. Blown away. Yeah, people that just, look, I don't need to tell them my business about what I'm doing at home. I'm just busy. Okay. DJ Spice, welcome in. You missed my level 2 hype train, my first hype train, and we got to level 2. Okay, Blake Piquera, you know how I roll with this. And thank you for the bits. I tune into your energy first, and then I go on to reading your question. Okay, Blake Piquera. Do you know the phrase misery loves company? I feel like your love situation, someone's not having a good time of it and they're bringing all that energy in. Okay. Yeah, I know you want love. I know you want a love reading. So you can understand that. I feel it has to do with somebody's work that's brought the energy down. Or headaches. It's like real misery. You know how you feel when you're miserable? Okay. Let's see. I'm only going to do... You know exactly what's going on. And I want to say you're beating yourself up because you were cruel to be kind. Blake Piquera, if you can understand that, just let me know. You tried to get this person to show some emotion or to show some enthusiasm. And they're sort of hiding away. Okay. You're at a loss of what to do next. Okay. Blake Piquera, can you understand being in a situation of fight or flight? It's like, oh, Jeffrey the Seer raided. Welcome in, Raiders. And Jeffrey the Seer, I hope your stream was good. And you need to look after you now, Jeffrey the Seer. Yeah. It's good for the situation, but I do feel that you're wanting faster movement. It's almost like I used to say when I wanted faster movement out of people that were in my surrounds, I'd say I want to stick a bomb up somewhere. Music fantastic. Haven't seen you for ages, but welcome in. Yeah, it's like to move it faster, you want them to have a reaction. I feel like you're at a point of asking, how long do I beat this drum before it makes a sound? Laura, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Blake Piquera, I'm picking up there'll be success. There'll be a quick movement. Yeah, a response or something. Get angry or get upset, but get something. I do feel like there's quick movement towards success though. This may have been going on for some time. I feel like six weeks, 6 months, a period of 6. But I do feel like there's quick movement in the opposite direction. I feel like there's quick movement in the opposite direction. And again, I really feel like this has something to do with someone's employment. I think I got that when I first started tuning in, but it has to do with someone's employment. Okay. You're wanting to know if you should bother. And I want to say, yes, bother. I feel like they've been there for you in tough times. And the emotional interplay that the two of you have is quite solid. Let's say that's again. Okay. I feel like there was a trip planned that got cancelled. And also friends haven't been around as often. Can you understand this, Blake Piquera? It's like it's really got slow. Anyone can join the queue. It's free. I do a mega stream on Tuesday and I set myself a task for beating the queue. We'll see how I go today. Okay. Blake Piquera, I feel that there's a real need to introduce energy. Like, start off with a few friends, like a friend each, and have like a dinner for 4, just to pick it up again. I do feel like the travel will come about, but it's been delayed. You were supposed to go to Portugal, but you cancelled. There you go. The travel will come about, I believe, August. And you'd know if you rescheduled that. But I feel it's like not wanting to leave your person by themselves. And not really hanging out has to do with another individual. It's like there's an energy vampire somewhere in your circle. And I feel that's what's made you withdrawn. There you go. As I said, I don't feel it's going to last much longer. There's going to be a quick turnaround. And thank you to the follow. Thank you for the follow. I can't read, I believe it's Mandarin. I can't read Mandarin, so I can't say your name. You'll have to give me a clue. Well, you can join the queue and then I can answer any questions. Yeah. Blake Piquera, that's what I'm getting for you, and I know it's going to end quickly. It's going to go from what it is now to something totally different quickly. And I do feel by August. So, Idre, yes, if you join the queue, I can answer your question. Scorpio Darkness, welcome in. That's what I have for you, Blake Piquera. I wish I had better news. But by August, things will move really quickly towards star energy for some reason. And I feel like the trip will be rescheduled for August too. Yeah, prepare for the change. Get yourself excited about something. Because when we rely on people to make us energized, we lose out. But I feel like you will overcome it. That's the energy I'm getting. So I'm just going to put the list up because I know I've got a fair few subs in and gifted subs too. Okay, I've already done Mark. So, Kaylin, you're up next. And then it's Blue Moss Dragonet Princess Cat. Because I have to shuffle the queue a bit. But Blake Piquera, that's what I have for you. Mwah. Thank you for being part of my hype train level 2. Okay, Kaylin. Hopefully you haven't disappeared. I loved that energy as soon as I went on. It was awesome. It was like how excited I felt when I finally got through rescheduling. Okay, and that reminds me, if you aren't subbed or gift subbed, please type in ad if you get thrown to an ad. Then I know that you're not ignoring me or you haven't drifted away. But I do know, Kaylin, it was pretty late when I finally got on, finally went live. But, okay, there you are. FT Kaylin is still there. Gonna refresh, still there. We give Kaylin a bit of time. So, let's see. Princess Cat, if you're there, pop up. And yes, I can start with my shout outs. Hello, Princess Cat, and thank you for the subversary. Whew, I was blown away. And let's see, Princess Cat, I feel there's been a reoccurrence of feeling unwell. If there's not, it's not predictive. I haven't picked up the cards I want to use yet. You're actually in Discord with Amanda. Say hello from me. Yes, I don't do Discord as often as I should. I do have a Discord channel, and I was going to use it to teach. That's what I set it up for. But you have a really bad cold. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll send you out healing. But that was the energy I was getting when I tuned in. And Kaylin, if you're there, you're next. Okay. I'm getting a bit low energy here. It's almost like I'm hearing not again. So I feel it's been a rough couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm hearing oh no, not again. And I also want to say you've had a bit of back pain. I want to say left side just above the hip. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Princess Cat. If I get a spirit draw close, I'll let you know. But I feel like in that one event, it brought back people from the past you didn't want to see. And I know I was just talking about having to negotiate with people and who don't get, I'm busy. I'll bet you're home. No, I'm busy. I'll bet you're home. No, I'm busy. And I get that you've had a bit of that conversation going where nobody hears what you're saying. I feel like the relationship between you and your sister was somewhat strained. You have. You can understand it. Good. I'm glad somebody else can understand it because I'm just fighting with it myself. But I feel like this relationship between you and your sister was a bit strained. Yeah. I have got a spirit. I've put down the cards. As soon as the spirit comes in, I put down the cards. Yes, welcome for the first time in the chat, Flower Petals. It's exclamation point join to join the queue. But Princess Cat, I feel like it was the behaviour of your sister that made it strained. Your sister is saying sorry, and I don't know what she's saying sorry for. Okay. I'll get there. You understand that. Can you also understand she's also saying thank you? I told her she had to slow down a minute because she's saying thank you for you standing up for something that was on the, you know how you hand out a memorial, almost want to say pamphlet. There was something on the memorial pamphlet that you said, no, it has to be this. She's saying thank you for that. Or you've said they can't say that. She's saying thank you for standing up for her. She didn't deserve it. I do get that you may have shared partners at one point in your past. We haven't done anything like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's something. If you feel you have to stand up for not including something in the pamphlet, stand up because you're getting advance thanks. Never shared partners. Then I feel like there was a competition. I feel like an age gap, a significant age gap, but I also feel like there was competition. I feel sister may have been younger, older. There you go, significant age gap. I feel like there was competition though. I'm getting the vibe of competition. And I'm not sure it's whether you were told to be more like your sister. But I want to say your sister now knows of this because I don't believe you were in the same home when this was going on. And someone said grow up. I don't know whether that's what your sister said to you. Okay. In your quiet moments, have a think of it. This is just evidence for you to take. I feel your sister was a car enthusiast, enjoyed cars. I'm seeing various models of cars. And if it's not the cars, it's something to do with Daytona. That's the only thing I would associate cars with in what I'm seeing. If it was in Australia, it'd be Bathurst, but I know I'm overseas with you. Not that you know of. I know this is a pretty stressful time, so in your quiet moments, have a think of it. If it's not cars, it's something to do with Daytona. Now, I know they have a big car race, but it may not necessarily have to do with the cars. That's how they have to get me to where I am, is show me a whole heap of things that I know about. And chillin', welcome in. Okay. You don't want to go by yourself. Can you understand this? You will be going to the memorial, but you don't want to go by yourself. Hey, Brini, welcome in. You missed my very first hype train, and it was a level 2 hype train too. Woo! But yeah, Princess Cat's going through a really tough time at the moment. So I'm focusing on Princess Cat's reading. And Kaylin, if you're there, you're up next. Okay, I feel like you don't want to be there alone. That was the main impression I was getting. That's why I said memorial instead of funeral. And yeah, okay, you were right. I should have said it first. Sorry, I'm talking to the person interrupting me. I feel like there will be a memorial service of kind. I feel like the person planning the event is somewhat religious. And I'm not sure whether they've asked people for money or whether you're going to be left money. You're next, Caitlin. So this you may have to get back to me in the chat, Princess Cat, because... No, you're next, Kaylin. I've just got Princess Cat's read to do. But I want to say... I feel like you have another family member who met your sister. Was it Dad on the other side? It's a male family member on the other side that met your sister. And I want to say they had a lot in common. Okay. I feel like it's a dad vibe. I'm not going to change it. I feel like a dad vibe. Okay. Was Uncle into rowing? I know you said you want to scatter her ashes at the ocean, but I feel like it's a lake. I'm not at the ocean. I'm rowing on a lake. She and he were very close. Okay, I feel like they had the commonality and they used to drink the same tipple. In Australia, we're polite. We call it a tipple. We just have a little bit. And then we have another little bit and another little bit. It's always been about the ocean. But for your uncle, I see your uncle rowing on a lake. And that would fit in with dad vibe to me. I also want to say there was a closeness. The man that met your sister, there was a geographical closeness. They lived in the same area. And yet they did live in the same house. There you go. Your sister was met by someone that vibed with her. And I want to say the shock of it all is going to bring about a surprising reconnection with a family member. And I feel like it might have been from the uncle's line. Someone who is living. This shocking event is going to bring about a personal reconnection for you with someone on that family line. Welcome in, Peachy. I really do feel, I know this is always an awkward situation, but I do feel that your sister has left you some money. She's left you something. And this won't happen for a while. As we all know, it's not immediate. And sometimes it's quite a surprise. And I do feel like this will be a surprise, due to the disconnect personally between you and your sister. But I feel your sister had hearing aids. Can you understand your sister having hearing aids? No. You'll hear about it. Again, I'm not going to change it. I got given it. And I feel like your uncle and your sister used to drink the same alcohol. Or the same refreshing drink. I'm sorry to hear that your sister passed. Yeah. I do feel like the cars, once you sit and think, you'll understand what I'm talking about with the cars, and even with Daytona. But yeah, I knew the money was going to be a shock, but it may not be money. People can leave us things of value that aren't necessarily money. Yeah. I do feel like it may have been a constitutional weakness. Now, that's a very English old way of saying our personal strength. I feel like it was a constitutional weakness that was triggered by something. And I want to say plain old worn out. I don't feel it was diagnosable, if that makes any sense at all. And it's so soon, having happened last Wednesday. It's less than a week ago. So just understand that she recognises the hurt she caused. And on the other side, she's having to atone for it. It does make sense. Well, there you go. But just know on the other side, she recognises the pain she caused you and she is having to atone for it. If you do get the opportunity, stick up for her. Sometimes the spirit world know that sometimes we can't. They've got wishes, and sometimes it's just not appropriate for us to intervene. But I feel you'll be given the opportunity to intervene and have something taken off the memorial pamphlet. But look after yourself, because I get that you're feeling quite run down too. And Leon the Chosen, welcome in for the first time in the chat. Getting a lot of first timers too. Princess Cat, take my love. I'm glad you're looking after yourself. And say hi to Amanda for me. Oh, my heart's with you, Princess Cat, at this difficult time. I know it's difficult. You're conflicted at the same time as mourning, so take my love as well as your sister's love. And understand that the process of mourning will actually mend a relationship within the family. And that is a future thing, so you will have to come back and let me know. Okay. Oh, much love back to you. Now, I'm not making light of what Princess Cat has had to go through, but I do have to shift my energy to do another read. So, oh, thank you. See, I don't know how it happens, but I've got the most amazing chat. I swear. Kaylin, you're up next. I've got the most amazing, supportive, encouraging chat on Twitch, I reckon. And I'm ever grateful for it. And seriously, you guys have all blown me away with my very first hype train, and a hype train level 2 nonetheless. Okay, if you've got a question about someone, Kaylin, that's fine. I'll see what I can pick up. I tune to your energy first, and then I tune to your question through the cards. Thank you, V. Yeah, I got the most supportive chatters on Twitch. I'm blessed. We help each other out through thick and thin. Okay. Okay. Now, Kaylin, I'm feeling nervous as anything. Can you understand feeling really heart fluttery nervous? I don't need to know the name, but you can. It's like, and I have to ask a question here because I don't know how to interpret the feelings I'm getting. Do you feel like you're attracted to, nervous about getting a job, do you feel like you're attracted to someone who is above you? That's the only way I can put. There is a saying about out of your league or something like that. Yeah. You're not. You're above them. You're not. You're above them. I feel player. Kaylin, take this really slow. I get a player vibe. And Cash Canine, if you do spell out Q with the extra UE, you will get the Q pop-up, or you can do exclamation point list. Star Booty, thank you for the hydrate. And Cash Canine, I've already done marks. So I do have another sub to do in between you and... Actually, 2, I think. Yeah. I have another sub to do in between you and... Okay, I can sort that out. No worries. Yeah, I feel player energy, take it slow. And I like the bah-ha-ha-ha laugh, because I think I'm talking about somebody you're already with. And I'll hydrate. I need coffee. Oh, coffee's gone cold already. It's freezing here. I'm going to have to put the heater on in a minute. Now, Kaylin, and it applies to anybody who's not a sub. If you get thrown to an ad, please type in ad. Okay. I feel like, Kaylin, you're wanting a change. You're sick and tired of having to tell a person how to behave. No ad yet. Okay. Can you understand you're having to take the lead here? Yeah. You're having to almost spell out exactly how you want to be treated, word for word. And yeah, for the person you mentioned, I don't feel it's going to be that way. They're a baby. Yeah, I know, it is exhausting. I'm in the same situation, but I've had 9 years of it. It's exhausting after 9 years. But you're having to spell out word for word exactly how you want to be treated. And even though it may be exhausting and you may be over it and you want someone to chase you, if you want the blessings of being treated how you want to be treated, this is the perfect way. J-Step, there you go. I'm using your words without knowing it. But I do get, Kaylin, you'll have to excuse me if I've got this turned upside down. I do get a boredom. I do get, like, following this through, you're feeling bored. And unfortunately, the person that, or the people that you've been dealing with, telling them what you want to take away that boredom is difficult to put into words. So, Kaylin, if you can understand that, just let me know. I do feel, though, that there's some sort of infinity with this person in ad. Okay, I might use this opportunity. If Kaylin comes back, I know I've got the most amazing chatters in the world on Twitch. Could someone let Kaylin know the Be Right Back is up because I've got to put the heater on and let somebody in who's going to be making me coffees. But we'll see. Hopefully Kaylin comes back because then I can sort out the queue. But, yeah, has anybody else found that Twitch has got a bit annoying with the amount of ads? I've just experienced it where you can get thrown into ads at the start and watch for a bit, and then you get thrown into a group of like 5 or 6 ads. And the algorithm is unpredictable. So us as content creators can't, then ad hit. You're back now. You're bored. I want to say your boredom is, you want to be taken out of the boring, but explaining to somebody else how is difficult. Find how, because I believe that the person you're talking of is one of those people, if you let them know how, they'll move heaven and earth to make it happen where you are taken out of the boring. Yes, I know. Pinkamena, you can tweak it. I tweaked the settings the last time and it seemed to work for midstream ad roll, where I could take my break at the same time as the ad roll. But now they've changed it up again, and so it doesn't work anymore. So I'm just dealing with ads. Let me know if you're in an ad. I'll never skip over you. Those of you who have followed me for quite a while, you know that I won't skip over you. Yeah. Yep. Don't get nervous to speak up. Ask for exactly what you want. And yes, part of my chit-chatty conversation that I was having today that blew my mind and made me late for my stream was about somebody not understanding that they can't shift appointments half an hour just at whim. They made I have started doing a manifestation stream on Wednesdays, and they just sent me a text saying, oh, we're shifting